We also are continuing to follow the sun. So this morning, Vusiwe is out and about in Sun City with the rest of the sports team, and they are going to be highlighting the International Nedbank Golf Challenge, which is currently being played there. So that's so awesome.
Yeah, indeed. And in making happy happen, we are in partnership with McDonald's and South African Tourism. And we will, of course, be chatting to SA Tourism representatives, Mashoto Mokgeti, Hub Head, South Africa, and Refilwe Tladi, trade partner in the Northwest Province.
Now, in 1979, Sun City was opened in the Northwest to become one of the best holiday resorts in South Africa, the home of the Valley of the Wave, situated along the border of the Pilanesberg National Park. Sun City enjoys the fine distinction of being the only surf and safari destination within a 2-hour drive from Johannesburg. Now, whether you're looking for a romantic stay with your partner, a fun weekend getaway with your friends, or a Northwest holiday with the whole family, Sun City has it all. My colleague Vusiwe Ngcobo is with Brett Hoppé. He is the general manager at Sun City. She's also enjoying all the facilities on offer there, V, and enjoying the golf at the same time. V, this is awesome for you. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Liane. Good morning to you as well as to our morning live viewers. It is absolutely amazing for me. I can tell you, yesterday by the time my head hit the pillow, I was absolutely exhausted just because of all the activities that we could engage in right here out at the Sun City Resort. And as you've rightfully mentioned, I am of course joined by Brett Hoppé, who is the general manager of the Sun City Resort. Brett, a very good morning to you. Nice and early in the morning.
Wow, and what a privilege to be out so early, and it's just such a magnificent morning. Just standing here looking at the palace in the background, just incredible. So welcome. I'm glad we tired you out yesterday and you got to experience everything, but really exciting day yesterday.
Indeed, and as Brett mentions, maybe if I can just ask Herbert, who is our video journalist, to just pan across so you can get an opportunity to see that view that we've got of the golf course. And of course, as you look far up there, you can see the Palace of the Lost City looking absolutely beautiful in her splendor. I've given her agenda. She's female.
No, that's fantastic. It's so beautiful. I agree.
Brett, let's talk about just the constant need to reinvent what the Sun City Resort has to offer, particularly if you look at the fact that it's been a resort that has been around since 1979. So let's speak to the evolution of the Sun City Resort.
Yeah, I think it's really, really exciting. You know, we've continued to evolve the resort, and I think our biggest challenge is to continue to make it relevant. I think, you know, we all have legacy. Everyone has a legacy memory of Sun City or an aspiration to visit Sun City. And our challenge from a management perspective is to keep it relevant, to keep current brands. We've just added the Lafika Villas, which is the latest phase of our timeshare. Absolutely fantastic offering, beautifully accepted by the market. We've completed the refurbishment of the palace. So it's, you know, two parts to it. One, staying relevant, and I think the other one is keeping the product fresh. And thankfully, I've got the most incredible management team around me, and you know that kind of makes it easy. If you just look behind us and look what we saw, the conditioning of the golf course, you know, there are thousands of people working furiously behind the scenes to maintain this resort. And I'm sure as you've walked around, you've seen, you know, the pristine condition, and it kind of just magics. But I'm glad you were out early this morning, because then you get to see the hive of activity and all the work that it actually takes to keep this resort in this condition. But, you know, I always joke, I was talking to the Minister of Sport the other day, and I was saying, you know, this is a national tourism key point. It's so important to the tourism fabric of South Africa. And, you know, that comes with a big responsibility, because we need to make sure that when we're presenting this product to the international and to the domestic market, that is absolutely iconic and that status is maintained. So it's a big responsibility and a lot of fun.
It is a massive responsibility, and we speak about the refurbishments. You mentioned the palace, you also mentioned are those Lafiki, those beautiful villas I saw yesterday when we were driving around?
Yeah, Lafika, the villas on the mountainside. So those, you know, that's the third phase of our vacation club, our timeshare product, which has been fantastically successful for us. And each time we've translated the lessons learned from the previous phase into the new phase. So Lefika is really, really luxurious. It's sold fantastically well. This week the year is divided into 11 peak weeks, and this is peak week 1, which people purchased. And this week literally sold out instantaneously as soon as we opened. So I think we got the product right. It's got beautiful views. It doesn't feel like you're at Sun City. And it's kind of adding those things that people don't expect. Because certainly I took some long-standing customers on a drive around yesterday. They've seen everything Sun City has to offer over the many, many, many years that they've been customers. And, I took them up to Lefika and they were going, wow, I've never seen Sun City from this angle. We've never seen the views. When our architects were configuring Lefika, they were up ladders in the middle of the bush, because that's what it was, trying to understand what the views are going to be. So, and it's a massive privilege and also very exciting to be part of that.
So when we speak about the Sun City Resort, perhaps for some who have never been here, they think, oh goodness, it looks so beautiful, it looks so expensive. Let's speak to the affordability of the Sun City Resort, even for those that are not coming in for a long weekend or for a couple of, or a week or longer, those that just want to come in and out on a day.
I think one of our unique selling propositions is the variety of products available, both from a day tripper perspective and from a hotel perspective, starting all the way at Cabanas and then ending up at the Palace. So there's a price point for everybody. And we're very, very conscious of the local market. I think if you see what's happening in Cape Town at the moment, for example, there's massive international demand and there's a tendency to start pushing prices. And that harms our local tourist. And we want the local tourist also to be able to experience Sun City. It's an hour from Joburg, and to be able to come to the Valley of Waves. I think we were at the beach party last night. I mean, it's just spectacular. So we're very conscious of pricing and very careful with what we do, so that we continue to make the product or keep the product affordable, and have the variety of price points.
Listen, whenever my parents say they need a break, they're like, we're going to Sun City. And I suppose, Brett, it's just the fact that you jump into a car from the landlocked Johannesburg, it takes you 2 hours to get here, but you feel like you're very far out of the city.
It does indeed, and I think the other part of it is this natural beauty that surrounds us, the Pilanesberg Park. And, it's just incredible to see all the international players, and many of whom are visiting us for the first time, they're just wide-eyed. And I think sometimes as South Africans, we take the blessings of what we have as a country for granted. Because if you look at the impact, they saw a few monkeys on the green, one of the professional golfers, and he was astounded. I'm saying, jeepers, can you imagine what happens when he sees a lion? And I think that's the important part of this tournament as well. Going into the weekend, and really exciting. 3 South Africans on the front page of the leaderboard, and some really exciting young players. Robin Williams, we've got a young Chinese player who's arguably going to be the next sensation, Wee Yili Ding. So it's really, really exciting, and that creates the appeal, continues to create the appeal, and it doesn't feel like you are, it just feels, as I say, as you look up at the Palace, just feels magnificent, and not as if you're on some resort that's perhaps fabricated to an extent.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Brett Hoppé. He is the general manager of the Sun City Resort, just speaking all things Sun City and the offering this summer. Just a 2-hour drive from Johannesburg. You're in the beautiful Northwest province, and it was established, of course, and opened in 1979. That's where we'll leave it from now. Let's take you to your morning headlines in studio.